Hello everybody, this is Gregory with How I Lost Over 100 Pounds and I've kept it off for 30 plus years, where there should be no hesitance in your weight loss and maintenance. Today I'm going to give you some guides to soups. Now before I begin, if you need help with weight loss, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. Also check out my website, which has hundreds of articles and recipes. Check out my books, which you can find on Amazon, and I have podcasts, The Awakened Man, which is very health related, and also The Cinema Rag, which deals with movies. So check them out. And lastly, if you appreciate my content, there is a link for PayPal. So soups. Some people love soups. Some people don't like soups. The beauty of soups, of course, is that you can make them homemade and you can also make them or buy them canned. But there are some pitfalls to soups that I think are important to understand. And like, what is the main criteria when you're looking for soups? So first, let's look at the canned soups. The large majority of conventional soups are going to have BPA lining. Now, we've talked about the dangers of plasticizers before. We have a 3-part series of dangers that are lurking in your pantry. And one of them is plasticizers. Now, you will find products that will say BPA free. BPA stands for bisphenol A. But what they'll do is just replace it with another plasticizer like bisphenol S, for example. So anytime you see BPA free, it doesn't really mean anything. It's a bait and switch. So understand that BPA can be found in plastics, but BPA is also found in CDs, receipts, laser receipts, and in canned goods. So the inner lining of canned goods have BPA. They do have BPA, so just understand that. So look, if you have to choose between conventional soups and BPA-free soups, which are like Amy's brands like the higher end, just understand it's still going to be some sort of sealant in there that might be a hormone disruptor. That being said, if money's not a problem or not an option, or not an issue, I should say, then go for the BPA-free cans if you have to do it. Now, I would tell you, like with a lot of things, is make it fresh. And we have crock pots. We have people who like to cook. But if you're not really a big cooker, all right, then get the canned stuff. But I would tell you, as with all things, if you make it homemade, you make it fresh, you can control the ingredients, and therefore it's better overall. Now, what you can do is you need soups to be very nutrient dense. So chicken soup, for all its fame, isn't necessarily that nutrient dense, because if you take away the chicken, it's mostly a lot of noodles. So anything that's like noodle based is kind of a waste. So if you're eating anything that it's mostly going to be noodles, is mostly just pasta based, right? It's pasta, so semolina, it's wheat based crap. So I would tell you to stay away from anything that is chicken soupy in general. What are better options? Better options are going to be like the legumes-based soups. So these are going to be lentils. This will also be pea soup. I love pea soup personally. And one of the reasons why lentils and pea soups are really good for you is because lentils and peas, sweet peas, are from that family, are very nutrient dense. And as vegetarians know, they are a good source of plant-based protein. So you're getting a good amount of protein and you're getting a great amount of fiber. So I would tell you just right there, lentils and pea soups are really good. What I would want to stay away from is like tomato soups, because tomato soups, again, tomatoes are nightshades, but if you're just looking at a nutrient profile, tomato bisque or tomato soup is not really giving you a lot of nutrition. Minestrone is okay, but I would lean more toward the lentils. Now, there's cheese soup, there's bean soup. God knows I grew up eating these soups. My mom used to give them to me all the time. And you get the Campbell's and you go, and that coagulated goop would fall out. These soups, again, are largely junk. So you need to be wary of what's in the soups. Like any of the soups that are going to have beef in it, you just understand. I mean, it's not like it's real beef. That's just processed beef. So if you're getting anything with some meat in it, I would tell you to stay away from that. And really the same thing would apply to chili. We can talk about chili here as well. And I'm not going to tell you not to eat chili with meat or without meat, because again, I look at long-term weight maintenance, and I know there's a lot of vegetarians who are like, you got to stay away from meat, and if I don't support your view, you hate me. And then, the same thing with the carnivores. I would tell you, just be wary of anything that has meat in it, because think about that, meat's not fresh, it's shot up with preservatives, and anything that's canned, of course, has been shot up with preservatives, because those things can last there forever. Canned goods can last forever. So as I said, in closing, I would tell you, if you really like soups, make your own. So whether or not, let's say in other countries, we have that playlist here on what to eat at different restaurants. Every country has their own types of soups. We talked about it in the episode on Thai food. The Thai are renowned for their soups, and I don't want to cast aspersions on the Indians for their soups. And with my family's heritage, we do pozole, we do menudo. Those are really pretty famous soups, and tortilla soup and stuff like that. I would tell you that soups are great if you make them the right way, and I would always tell you the option first should be make your own soups. And then, of course, if you can control the ingredients. So put in a lot of vegetables. Try to make sure they're not dirty dozen vegetables. And if they are, buy those organic. I would tell you that if you are going to use legumes, soak them. We have an episode on the importance of soaking nuts and legumes to get some of the aflatoxins out of them. And just pick the most nutrient-dense soup you can do. Not necessarily the tastiest soup. And again, if you're going to pick canned, just understand that they're all lined with hormone disrupting problem agents. Guys, post in the comments, let me know what's your favorite soup. Until next time, take care, God bless, and pray.